the time now is 9:21, so it's a problem that you might not realize is even affecting you. It's called food fraud. Are the foods you're consuming actually what they're labeled as? Food and travel columnist for USA Today and Forbes, Larry Olmsted, says in many cases you're being tricked. The author of Real Food, Fake Food, Why You Don't Know What You're Eating and What You Can Do About It, joins us here. Larry Olmsted, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So this is a topic I think a lot of people should be aware of, but just might not be. Let's talk about food fraud. What is it?
Well, it's when you're not getting what you think you're buying, and it can take a lot of forms. I like to use the example of lobster. You know, here in Connecticut, you know what a lobster looks like.
Sure, we know what it tastes like.
Comes out of the tank, hard to fake. Once you take it out of the shell, you put it in lobster ravioli, lobster bisque, lobster stew. A lot of studies have shown restaurants to use little or no lobster in those dishes. So once you can't see it, you don't know what you're getting. And
what other foods is this a big problem with?
It's all over the board. It's a lot of what are considered gourmet foods, things like Kobe beef and truffles and things like that, but also a lot of staples. Coffee, honey, juice are always in the top 10.
So there's just additives that you're not expecting, more or less?
Yes, there are, especially, I mean, honey is cut with high fructose corn syrup or beet sugar, things like that. Coffee, if it's ground, can be cut. It's been cut with sawdust, cut with all kinds of things.
Sawdust? Oh, that's awful. Well, here's the million-dollar question. Why is this allowed? Why is this getting by?
It's been a problem forever, and the FDA and the USDA have known about it forever. Just with olive oil, the FDA has been testing olive oil for 70 years and consistently finding adulteration. They don't deem it as serious a problem as epidemics. They're more interested in tracing an E. coli outbreak than they are in preventing our food from being fake.
Ah, I see. All right, so let me ask you this, Larry. What initially made you research this topic?
Well, I write on food and travel and have for 20 plus years, so I would go to places like Italy or Japan or Switzerland and have things and marvel, as a lot of travelers do, at how good they tasted, then come back home and try to replicate that and never tastes as good.
This does not taste like anything I had in Europe or anything like that.
Exactly, and I looked into it, and the reason is a lot of it is fake here. I mean, Parmesan cheese has gotten a lot of attention in the news this year. It is something you can buy the real thing here very easily, but there's also a lot of fakes.
Well, you could grate it, and you know where it's coming from, but then you have it kind of in the grocery store, just in the box.
Exactly.
That always made me, I questioned that.
You should never buy grated cheese, but it's not just the grated. You also get wedges of Parmesan cheese that are made in Argentina or made in the U.S. that are not nearly as good as the Italian standard.
Well, let me ask you this, Larry. I'm a new mom, and of course I want to feed my son the right things. How do I know what I'm actually getting?
You really have to do research, unfortunately. You shouldn't have to. Labeling should be a lot more obvious, but a lot of the things slapped on food these days, natural is the prime example. It's on almost everything, and it means absolutely nothing.
That's really alarming.
It is, and they can put humane-fed, green-fed, pasture-raised, all these things.
Grass-fed too all the time, right?
Exactly, and the USDA did have a definition of grass-fed for beef, which they repealed earlier this year, so now it's, again, nebulous.
Wow, there's just not a lot of standards at this point.
No, there really aren't. In each chapter in my book, at the end, I have a chapter on seafood, a chapter on olive oil, a chapter on cheese. I give specific buying tips, but it is unfortunate how informed you have to be as a consumer just to buy a product that should be pure.
Wow. All right, so the book comes out today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Available just about everywhere?
It is. It's already pre-sold pretty well at Amazon, but you can get it at any bookstore. I'll be doing a signing at R.J. Julia's in Madison tomorrow night.
Sounds terrific. And while I have you here, I understand you hold several Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, my last book, which was 8 years ago, was about the history of the Guinness Book of World Records. So I set 3, of which only one still stands, which is the most different trails skied in 8 hours, which was 64.
That's impressive, Larry.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Jack of all trades here. Well, it's great to meet you here. We'll check out your book, and you have a website also. I
do. It's just www.realfoodfakefood.com. It talks all about some of these recent scandals and other articles from other sources about it.
Very good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.